letting go and accepting impermanence. The meaning of impermanence in life. Impermanence is an immutable law of the universe. Everything changes. Nothing in life lasts forever, from happiness, success, to suffering and loss. Realizing and accepting impermanence will help us reduce our worries and anxiety. There is a story about an old potter who spent his whole life creating the most beautiful vases. But one day, a flood suddenly came and swept away everything he had worked so hard to create. In front of the ruins, he just smiled and said, "If the vase is broken, we can fix it." Life is the same. As long as our hearts are not broken, everything will be peaceful again. This story illustrates that when we accept impermanence, we will no longer be too concerned about what we have lost. Every failure is just an opportunity to start over, chasing after the ephemeral or searching for true peace. In modern life, we are often caught up in endless races, racing for money, fame, and material things. But in the end, everything returns to dust. Realizing this early will help us live more lightly. A rich merchant once owned a lot of land and property. However, in his dreams, he constantly saw himself standing in the middle of a barren desert, unable to take any of his wealth with him. He woke up in anxiety and decided to see a Zen master. The Zen master pointed to a fallen leaf on the side of the road and said, "Wealth is like this leaf. No matter how beautiful it is, when it is time to fall, it still has to leave the branch. Don't cling to the fallen leaf. Learn to enjoy the green leaves on the tree." Letting go is not giving up. It is liberation. Many people mistakenly think that letting go means giving up everything and living a passive life. In fact, letting go is liberation. Liberation from unnecessary expectations, obsessions, and worries about the future. A friend of mine used to work 14 hours a day to save up enough money to buy a big house for his family. But after years of exhausting work, he realized that he was missing out on time with his children. He finally decided to cut back on work and spend more time with his family. When he let go of the expectation of having a big house, he found peace in simple moments, like playing with his children in the park near his house. Lessons from impermanence. Live like a river. Accept all changes in life. Don't cling to the past, and don't worry too much about the future. When our minds learn to be calm in the face of change, we will feel at peace. When faced with difficulties, ask yourself, does this really matter? Will this matter to me in 5 years? If the answer is no, then let it flow like water. As a Zen master once said, life is like a river. Don't try to hold on to the drop that has passed. Learn to enjoy the next drop. Connecting with the inner self and moving towards peace. When we are no longer bound by the past or the future, we will find peace in the present. Peace is not about running away from the world, but living consciously and accepting everything as it is. One day, a little boy asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, how can I find happiness?" The old man smiled and replied, "Happiness is not something you have to search for. It is right in the moments you are living. When you stop searching, happiness will find you." Accepting impermanence does not mean we give up on our dreams or stop striving. On the contrary, it is a way for us to live more fully in the present, no longer haunted by the past and worried about the future. Mindfulness and gratitude, the foundation of happiness. Mindfulness in every moment. Mindfulness is the ability to focus on the present, enjoying every moment without letting the mind be distracted by the past or the future. We often worry about things that have passed or are busy calculating for tomorrow, forgetting the beautiful things that are happening right now. A Zen master once shared, "When drinking tea, we just drink tea. Don't think about work. Don't pay attention to worries. Just feel the delicate flavor spreading in our mouths." Living mindfully does not require us to do anything extraordinary. It is just focusing on each breath, each step, each smallest thing. Gratitude, the key to happiness. Gratitude is how we appreciate the small and simple things in life. When we are grateful, we realize that no matter how difficult life is, there are always things to make us happy. A blind man was led across the street by a little girl. When he reached her, he held her hand and said, "Thank you for letting me see the light through your kindness." Gratitude is not just a feeling in the heart, but also a small action that spreads joy to others. The power of forgiveness and compassion. Forgiveness, a gift to yourself. Forgiveness is not easy, but it is a way to free the soul from hurt. A woman was holding on to resentment for being betrayed. For many years, she lived in pain until she met a monk. The monk said, "Forgiveness is not for others, but for yourself, to set yourself free." When we let go of resentment, we free ourselves from the bondage of the past and move towards the future. Compassion, loving ourselves. Compassion is not only treating others kindly, but also knowing how to love ourselves. Don't be too hard on yourself when you fail. See each mistake as a valuable lesson. A mother always blames herself for not taking good care of her child. Only when she forgives herself can she love her child completely. The paradox of modern life, when technology divides people. Losing connection in the virtual world. Technology helps us connect faster, but also makes people more distant. A family of 4 sat at the dinner table, but everyone was focused on their phones. The mother burst into tears and said, "Are we really together, or are we just shadows connected through the screen?" Cherish the time together. No matter how advanced technology is, presence and sincere affection are still irreplaceable. Put down your phone, listen to each other, and enjoy the real moments. Silence, the power of peace. The art of silence. Silence is sometimes a way to face yourself and find peace. Speaking out is not always the best solution. Once a boy asked a Zen master, "Why do you always keep silent when being blamed?" The Zen master smiled and said, "Because when the mind is calm, words are no longer important. Step back to move further. Knowing when to step back is a sign of maturity and wisdom. Don't be afraid to give in, because that is the way to preserve peace of mind. Take a step back. The sea is vast and the sky is high." Summary of the lesson: slow down and love more. Find happiness in simple things. Happiness is not a distant destination, but lies right in every moment we live. When we know how to love and let go of unnecessary things, happiness will come by itself. A friend of mine once said, "When I stopped looking for happiness, I realized it was always there." Final message: live every day to the fullest. Life is a short journey. Love more, slow down, and cherish every moment you have. Love fully, let go of resentment, and find peace within yourself. If you find empathy in this video, please share it with your loved ones. Peace is not a luxury, it is a gift that lies within you.